Hey guys, so I'm here to do a general love reading. This will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. As always, these readings are general, they're for the collective, so if anything here doesn't resonate for you, I just want you to leave it for the Aries who does need to hear it. And remember that there is no gender in tarot. I'll pull two separate energies. The first I'll call your energy, the second should be your person's. If they fit better in the opposite though, just go ahead and switch sides. The same goes for cross watchers. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. In the description below is all the information to contact me for a private personal reading. I also placed it in the pinned section of the comments. I have also linked my friend's YouTube channel there. She's new here, so it'd be great if you checked her out. You're really gonna love it. All right, let's get into it. Aries in love, please. Thank you. Okay, we have make the effort. So your overall energy is the Five of Swords. We have the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, Death, which is Scorpio energy, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. I feel like this is more about you maybe recognizing that you don't make the effort. It's like you do, but you don't. Sometimes it's like that. It's kind of like if you get hurt enough, you kind of I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of looking at an energy that's kind of recognizing that sometimes they could have done a little more, tried a little harder. And that maybe sometimes you are just like kind of sabotaging yourself in these situations. I don't know. I feel like you're starting to realize that I don't know, maybe, you don't need an outside source to love you, I would say, or to give you emotion. It's like you need to be able to take that from within. Because I see a transformation here. And with the Temperance card, it's like finding that inner peace, the inner wisdom. And there's something tied in with, anxiety surrounding being left or being alone. So I feel like right now you feel like love is not really for you right now, or like you don't, it's kind of like refusing to really like take any offers or like move towards anything. It's almost like you're more so making an effort to work on yourself. Like there's recognition here that there's action that needs to be taken from oneself to kind of like fill a void that's there, that we, where it's creating like these weird cycles that we get into, or yeah, like just kind of staying with people that maybe aren't even great for us, just to kind of not be alone, or dealing with people who make us very anxious and trigger us, and the reality is just not wanting to feel alone in this world, which makes sense, but we can't stay in toxic situations just to not be alone, right? But I feel like this is the accountable side of things, where it's like looking into where we need to work on us. Okay. So for the person on your mind, we have the Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, Strength, Leo energy, the Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Chariot, Cancer energy. Excuse me. Interesting. This person has like a really specific goal. They are not into anything that, I just feel like this is a healthy person. They may be like super introverted, kind of shy. They don't hang out with a lot of people. They make the right decisions with the people that they do hang out with too. Like they have very like loyal, long-term, committed, stable relationships in their life. This is a person with a very normal attachment style, and I think you may have a more anxious attachment style, right? So what's interesting about this person is that they don't really look at you any type of way. They don't see, like, I feel like this is a very intelligent person. They understand who you are. They do feel like they kind of regret holding back, or not move. Maybe they just feel like they didn't make the right move with you, or they maybe were too reserved. I don't know. They really feel like there's like a regret here. It's not a big thing though. I just feel like maybe they were too reserved, or you just, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like restraining, kind of having a little bit of fear. And because they were a little bit scared, it kind of, I don't know. I think that maybe Aries, when you feel like somebody is maybe busy, or they might come off as like distant to you or something that may trigger you into thinking that, you know, maybe somebody's feeling differently about you, or that maybe they don't want you anymore. I don't know. There's something with that. And I feel like it was a little confusing to this person because that's not their intention at all. I just feel like you in the past have been like traumatized in relationships, and this person is I would say like almost like more innocent in relationships because they've always had these like really stable, like normal attachments, like relationships, you know. So it's sort of like they might have like grew up different than you, or they just kind of like have a different lifestyle than you as a whole. But it's kind of like this person understands you. Like when you freak out, they kind of understand why you are, so they don't really have like the same kind of reaction. It's almost like I don't know, they're a good person, but they're a very introverted person, which is very different than a King of Wands person, you know. But I feel like there is, like I said, recognition on your part that, like, you know, maybe I just shouldn't be in a relationship because I get so triggered in one. And this person I think really likes you, and I don't know, I just feel like they have a more innocent nature to them. Like you're used to people not having good intentions for you, and this person only has good intentions, so they may be confused by your like unwillingness to let them in or to trust them. You do. You have some type of like, you know, anxious attachment. And so I feel like you start getting worried that somebody's going to reject you or push you away or just leave you alone if, you know, if they, you know, are distant or pull back their energy at all. And that's just not always the case. One is I feel like this person has a job. They spend a lot of time and energy there. And they have a lot of other people in their lives that are important too. You know, this is like a family person with the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands. I don't know. I don't know this person. I dig their vibe, you know? Okay. So what's coming up? We have the Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Six of Cups. King of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Knight of Swords. The Star, Aquarius energy. The Three of Cups. The Devil, Capricorn energy. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit, Virgo energy. Okay. I feel like when this person comes to talk to you, you want to be triggered again. This person has the ability to trigger you, and I don't. That is not their intention. But they're gonna try to talk to you here and get this into, you know, like a committed relationship. But they want to talk about what happened here in the past because I feel like you confuse this person. I mean it when I say, like, I just don't feel like this person's had the type of relationships that you've been through. Because I have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Star, the Three of Cups. But at the same time, I feel like this person might hold you accountable. And I'm sure you're holding them accountable too because you're triggered, but it's kind of like an argument or sort of like a fight that has to happen so that everybody knows where they stand at. But I just feel like you have some trust issues and maybe you don't even know how to like talk about them. Like when people do things, you just get really triggered. And I think this is a person that you can just talk to. They're just like, they're just not the bad guy. I don't know. I'm sorry. In the advice, we have the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like I feel it might be like an old like family thing with you. It started kind of there, and then you just continued those cycles throughout other relationships. You kind of learned it from the mom, pops, you know, whomever was raising you. There's some emotions that need to come up there. You just kind of like keep trying to repress the emotion, but it keeps blowing up in your face in relationships because you have somebody really, really healthy here. And of course, the energy can be reversed, but whoever's in the center here is extremely healthy and they just want a long-term relationship. It's just who they are and what they do. And the other person's almost like fighting them and they're like, wait, what is happening? I don't understand. But this is a person who like is very like gentle and wanting to understand people. So that's where you're going to win with this. And probably something you're not really used to. Nothing is yet set in stone. Be bold and make the first move. A time for healing. Don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, it's kind of like you're trying to treat your blessing like they're everybody else. That's what it seems like. We have change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. I don't know. I just feel like you have a really patient partner who means well by you, and they're just going to come correct things with you. It's like they're just kind of letting you like simmer down, and then they're going to try to talk to you. But with nothing is yet set in stone and a time for healing, like I feel like you have to stop believing that every situation is going to end up the same way, or that every person is going to leave you, or every person is going to push you away or something. That's just not it. You have to make the effort to change that mindset so that this can be aligned, because you're going to push away a good person. All right, that's what I have for you. I'll see you soon.